At the site of this cross was beheaded the lover of the king. What man would behead a woman so dear to the king? The king's lover was the Earl of Cornwall, and a bounty had been put on his head by the father of the Queen. Welcome to Gaveston Cross, the execution site of Piers Gaveston, the king's favourite. Edward and Gaveston became close friends in their mid-teens. This was until Gaveston was exiled under the orders of Edward I. When Edward II became king, he brought Gaveston back and was made Earl of Cornwall. This angered a large proportion of the English nobility. When Edward II was off marrying the daughter of King Philip IV of France, Gaveston was put in charge of England, further upsetting a large portion of the nobility. The wedding was reported to be less than stellar, the king showing no affection to the then 12-year-old bride. Upon his return, however, the Trollope Chronicle states that the king ran to Gaveston and showered him with kisses. Contemporary reviews paint Edward and Gaveston as more than friends. This painting from 1872 shows the concerned gentry overlooking the king and the earl. The 14th century wasn't a time anyone could be openly gay. Homosexuality wouldn't become explicitly legal in the UK for another 6.5 centuries. It could be that they were just simply good friends. 3 years after Edward married, Gaveston was exiled again and his title removed, this time at the demands of the nobility. Edward still wanted Gaveston at his side. No less than 2 months later, Gaveston returned. This angered much more of the nobility. Gaveston returned to see his wife give birth. Both Edward and Gaveston fathered children in their time. It's been suggested that King Philip IV of France, the father of the Queen, paid the Earls of Lincoln and Pembroke to remove Gaveston from the king's side. They were angered when Gaveston returned. He held out at Scarborough and later York, and then Gaveston moved south with the Earl of Pembroke until he was apprehended by the Earl of Warwick. Gaveston stayed captive here at Warwick Castle for 9 days, whilst waiting for the Earls of Lancaster, Hereford and Arundel to arrive. On the 1st of July 1312, Gaveston was marched from Warwick towards Kenilworth, to Blacklow Hill. Here, in the presence of the Earls of Lancaster, Arundel and Hereford, Gaveston was stabbed and beheaded by 2 Welshmen. The A46 runs 50 metres over there. You can probably hear the cars passing by. I doubt anyone passing today could imagine this scene. There's not really much around here. It's just an inconspicuous forest. All except Gaveston's Cross. Placed here by Burton Geathead, a local dramatist, built to the designs of J.C. Jackson, a local architect around here. And it since became a local landmark. In the 1838 London and Birmingham Railway Guide noted this structure as a handsome grey cross. It also noted that on the east side of the rock may also be traced the following inscription, rudely cut and now scarcely legible. 1311 P. Gaveston, Earl of Cornwall, beheaded. I expect this inscription to be a much earlier monument put here by the people of Warwick. And it seems to have gone the way Gaveston's Cross is currently going. On the south side of this monument is a plaque from 1821. It states, "In the hollow of this rock was beheaded on the 1st day of July 1312 by barons as lawless as himself, Piers Gaveston, Earl of Cornwall, the minion of a hateful king, in life and death a memorable instance of misrule." This is part of the 19th century trend to vilify Edward and Gaveston for their sexuality. In contemporary times, Edward II is known to have improved the governmental and constitutional systems of England. And maybe society has become more accepting of this 14th century couple. There used to be a path down there, leading to a tree-lined road where tourists to Warwick could walk the last mile of Gaveston's life. It's not there anymore. There's nothing around here anymore. There isn't any public access to this monument, and that's a shame. I just hope that one day Warwick and Warwickshire will love this monument with a fraction of the love that Edward showed Gaveston.